Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. I wanted to post a quick video about a couple things that I won't say I've been struggling with the last couple days, but it's really come to my attention. And I know a lot of you guys probably get it, and you're probably seeing the same things. If you see it differently, let me know. This is my opinion. My opinion isn't it. It is what it is, and that's all it is. But two things. One, depending on who you listen to, everybody has a different idea of what's coming. I mean, we all know things are shifting. We all know that this is bigger than just the what's in front of your face. We all know that there's a spiritual battle going on, and it's much bigger, and it's gone on much longer than kind of what we've been told, than literally what we've been told. But, just remember, the biggest thing for us is to stay grounded and use your discernment. What you hear, take what I say, take what, everybody you listen to says, and keep what resonates with you, and then let go of everything else. And that's all we can do, because I believe that only God knows when the shift is gonna happen. Only God knows what's gonna happen beyond that point. Because and a lot of the people that talk about what's coming will tell you, this is what I'm getting. It doesn't mean it's what's coming. And some people are getting false information for a reason. So, and again, if you knew the shift was going to happen tomorrow, you would live your life differently today. So it's not about living our life for anything other than the right now, the now moment. So live the best you can for right now. Because literally, the next second can change. You don't know what. You can plan for whatever you want to plan for, but literally, you don't know what the next second of your life brings. You could get a phone call saying that, something great happened or something tragic happened. Either one is going to shift the next moments of your life. It's not something you plan for. So live for right now. Accept what comes with grace and gratitude, because it happens for a reason. And that brings me to the other part of what I'm seeing is so many people are still stuck in the victim mentality. And everybody wants to get, I hear people saying, and this is not, everything I do comes from love. So this does not come from you're just cold-hearted and you don't care. That's not it at all. I do care. But I see things from a completely different perspective, from a much bigger picture than most people out there still do. And everybody wants to get wrapped up in, oh, well, this person got the, thing, and then they died. What? In case you hadn't remembered, we're all going one day. Maybe that was their time to go. And I don't mean to take anything away from anyone that's lost anyone because of that. But people die every day. Remember, this is part of a huge fear porn agenda. I mean, what, 2 years ago, everybody that died, it didn't matter why you died. There was one reason everybody died. It's part of the agenda. So people that, whether they get this or not, that we're all going to die one day. So when you look at it from the bigger perspective, the bigger picture, that we all come into this life knowing before you come in here, you know your life. You know the path. You already know how you're going to die. You already know your family. You know all of that stuff. You come in here for a reason. And maybe the people that have died because of that agreed to take that on, to be part of the bigger picture, to help wake other people up. Maybe they agreed to accept that responsibility. So they're not a victim. You're not a victim of what happened. It happened for a reason. It happened for a bigger picture. And I was talking to a friend of mine a little while ago, and it comes back to what I was told when I grew up. The world does not revolve around you, Pam. Which is true. But when we get stuck in what's happening to us right now, it's our world. The world is revolving around us at that moment. When you realize it's not about you, it's not about just what's happening in your world. Your world is part of everything that's going on. What happens to you somewhere is impacting somebody else's life. You may know that person, you may not know that person, but it's part of the bigger picture. I can't tell you how many times I look back on my life and I think, oh my God, if this hadn't happened, the next thing wouldn't have happened. And then I think back further and I look at, if that hadn't happened, the other thing wouldn't have happened. And I wouldn't have met this person. And I wouldn't have met that person. And I wouldn't have gotten this job. Or this wouldn't have happened. I wouldn't be where I am today. So everything literally happens for a reason. Even the stuff that we consider to be bad happens for a reason. And when we can, but that's, as light workers, that's where we're going to be when the shift happens. And that's where we are now, is trying to help people realize that it's much bigger than what's right in front of your face. And it doesn't mean we don't care. We care because we're filled with love and light. But we see things from a much bigger perspective. We're looking at it from a bird's eye view. We're not down on the ground looking at the situation right in front of us. We see we don't see all of it, but we have the capability of understanding it from a much bigger perspective, a much bigger view. So I don't know if you guys, if this is resonating with you, if it's, if this is stuff that you're seeing as well. But like I said, it's just, and I think about it and I think, why do I get it on this level? And some people have no clue. It's not a judgment thing. It's not that I'm better than anybody, because I wasn't always here. You weren't always here. But I think we get it to help the others that haven't gotten it yet wake up. Because I wouldn't be here if people hadn't gotten it before I got it. And I listened to them and I followed what they said and picked what resonated with me. So, again, look at it from the bigger perspective. Help people see it from the bigger perspective. And to be grateful for whatever happens. I look at it that person didn't die and they're gone, like we've been taught. Death isn't the end. Death is just a new chapter. It's your soul is now free. You're released to move on to the next chapter of your existence. That's how I look at it. I don't look at it as a bad thing. Yes, I've lost people in my life. But I don't look at it as a bad thing. I miss them, but I also know that they're with me always because they're energy. They travel at the speed of thought, which we'll all do one day. But all I have to do is think about them and they're there. All you have to do is think about whoever's gone and they're there. And like I said, we all picked a path. So, just because they died from that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. They could have died from a car accident. They could have I could sit here in this chair and die of a heart attack. When it's my time to go, it's my time to go. Just like everybody else. Because people have gotten that and they're fine for now. What's going to happen? I don't know. But again, we're all going to die one day. So anyway, I hope this resonates. Like I said, if you're seeing the same thing, let me know. If you're not seeing it yet, you probably will. So just know it's coming. Because as things evolve, I was in a meeting last night. It was a prayer meeting, and everybody that asked for prayers was in the victim mentality. It's about what happened to them or what was happening to somebody. And all I could do was send love and light in my prayers. Because I see the bigger picture. And the dark side wants us to live in fear and the victim mentality because that's what keeps us down. I choose not to live there. It doesn't mean I'm oblivious to it. It doesn't mean that I care less. I just am not going to be controlled. by their agenda. So, anyway, I love you guys. I send you nothing but love and light, nothing but gratitude for you, for whatever situations you're going through. Always, always be grateful for whatever happens, even the bad stuff, because something positive will come from it if you see if you see that it happened for a reason, a positive reason. Like, God is love. God doesn't do anything to punish us. So don't take it as a punishment. Take it as a path to whatever you were supposed to learn, and be grateful for it. And then God will continue to shine through you. So have an amazing day. It's Labor Day weekend. I hope everybody has a safe, happy holiday. Think positive. Manifest your hopes and dreams. And always remember, you get what you focus on. So think of the positive stuff. So anyway, love and light to all of you. And we will talk soon.